But guys, so carrying on for what we left off, so I feel I should add some kind of inflation on the edges of this shoe, especially for the leather parts. So I'm just going to create a new layer in here, name this edge inflate. Okay, then making sure symmetry is turned on. I will turn off this same layer and then turn on the recording for this new layer we just created. Then let me select this piece, Control Shift and select that poly group. Then I'll mark the poly group. Control click on an empty canvas. Control Shift click on an empty canvas, invert to bring back all the poly groups. Then invert the selection. Then let me go to the lower subdivision level with Shift D. Then I'm going to use the inflate brush. Probably, okay, I'm at subdivision level 3 for this. So I'm just gonna do this on the edge. I don't want it to be, I won't do it, I don't want it to be too aggressive though. Seeing this part I need to fix. Let me just fix this real quick. Okay. BIN. Okay. Should probably, let me just go around this first. Okay. Almost done. Okay, I think this should be fine. Seems something I need to correct here also. Right. Back to the inflate brush. Okay. Then back to layers. Let's bring out. Okay. The only thing I just need to do now is to kind of tone down the intensity of this layer. Okay. I think now we can safely create the shoelace now. This main body, let me just shoot this down. Should be around here. Now just turn it off. This is just the this is just the only piece I want to be seeing. Just trying to get a get a closer look on this shoelace. I think I'll just do the normal regular cross arching shoelace. So I'm going to be using the, what's it called, the Z-sphere, I believe. So I've done append. Z-sphere, where is that? Too big. And let's make sure that sphere is selected. Go out of symmetry mode. Select it. Can't seem to find the gizmo anymore. Okay. So I'll just be on scale. Think WER, just the same with Maya also. Can scale this in. Go to the move tool and just drag this down. Just put it somewhere around here. Man, this just camera angle is just pretty annoying right now. Let's see if I can just get this in place. Scale this down a bit more. Maybe something like so. Great. That is just great. This is going to be very annoying to work with because of the camera movements. Alright. Hopefully let's see if I can scale this down a bit more. One more like so. Right, then go back to draw. Let's see. Okay, so I've drawn something now. You can get a closer view on this again. Try to get this at an angle. With the move tool. No, I don't move everything. Oh man, it's going to be an issue. Great. That is just good. That is just great. I can just whew. Let's see if I can make this work. It's just so tiny. It's just hard to kind of properly select it and move. It's just so hard to. Yeah, this is not going to. I think we're going to need to make this bigger. It needs to be bigger than it is right now. Something feels awfully wrong. Move. No, this doesn't feel right. This does not feel right. So I might just have to undo this a few times. Go back to draw mode. Let me kind of figure out what is wrong with this move. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. Okay, looks fine now. Okay, I'm just kind of checking to kind of be sure if everything's working correctly as it should. Okay, seems fine now. So let me just keep this back in place. Put this where it's supposed to be. If it doesn't work correctly, then I might just have to kind of copy this shoe sub to another canvas and then scale it up to kind of make sure we're not having issues with the scale when trying to create the shoelaces from this. Move. The other way to do this though, but I would prefer to use this ZSPHERES instead because of the control it gives me. There's some level of control to this instead of just using the normal regular curve tools. Kind of draw out the curve. Okay, guess we're in a good place now. Camera movements is just frustrating to work with. Now let's draw. Let's turn on local symmetry for this. Let's see if that would help us in any way. Not sure. Not sure if that did. Okay, move. Okay, think we have something now. Let's turn on transparency for this. Camera angle is just my worst nightmare right now. This camera movement is just my worst nightmare right now. But no worries, we have a lot of time. Let's just make this work. Go back to draw mode and do that. Great. That's just great. So go back to draw mode and I'll add another joint in here. Then go back to the move to select this piece, supposed to push this piece out, upward rather. Man, the camera angle is just terrible, just completely terrible, honestly. 1 minute to just rotate enough to get an angle to this before moving. This is going to take a very long time because of this weird camera movements. I have an idea. Let's try something. Let's see if that works, just to help us with the camera movement. So I'm going to copy, select this shoe, I'll do a copy to, now select this new canvas and I'll click on paste to. I think I copied the entire tool instead. Let's copy the entire thing instead. Don't want that. That is not what I want. Just trying to look for a way to kind of help us better with the weird camera movement. I think I'll just delete all of this. So I'm done deleting everything now. So let me go back to this again. Then instead I'll use this copy instead. Copy. And I'll come in here and I'll click on paste. Okay. Then go back in here again. Shoe hole. Copy. Come in here. Paste. Just so this works, so we don't have to start having weird movements with the camera. So back in here again. No, I've not copied that yet. Copy. Paste. Let's see if the camera movement would be better here. I don't think there's any difference. Can't really see any difference. There isn't so much difference in here also. That's just messed up. It's just completely messed up. There's no way around this. There's no way around this. That's sad. Since there's no point, let's just go back to our original file. Carrying on. Move this out. Select this, kind of move this in here like so. Scale to, kind of scale this. That seems fine. scale this out a bit. There's no way out of this. We just have to deal with it the way it is, fortunately. And I'll add another joint here. Go to move to. Just move this across like so. Okay. Then I'll add another joint here. Somewhere around here like so. So be careful not to add extra joint that you don't need. So back to move to. I'll just push this down and get a better angle to this. Okay. I'm sure you get the idea. I'm sure you get the idea already, if not for the weird camera movements. I'm sure you get the idea already. Then let me just extend this out a bit more like so. Go to draw mode, add another joint around here. Move to select this and just push this across. Select this and push this down. Down here like so should be fine. So adjust the scale for this. Remove to. Just drag this to the next piece. Man. Great. Just need to push. Move to and just push this down here. So trying to make sure. Yes, it should be across. Shouldn't be lying down way too much. Great. That is just great. This is so annoying. Get this across. then add another joint around here. Move to select this, this is the most annoying part of the entire process. Trying to move the camera angle properly, just so that I can see what I'm doing. I'll add another joint here. I'm gonna try and move this joint in downwards. The worst part of it all is that I will have to do this on the other side also, like the other part also across. So that's going to take a lot of time, a lot of weird weird camera movements, which is kind of frustrating. Should be up. Great. It's just great. If anyone has any solution for this, please let me know in the comment section. But this is very annoying to work with. This is quite frustrating enough. Let me add one around here. Back to the move tool and just push. See if I can find it. Just push this down. Oh man, it's getting pretty hard to work with, honestly. It's getting really hard to work with. So I'm just going to add another one around here. The move tool. Okay. Oh, and I believe I just made a mistake. This one's supposed to be going up. All of this is supposed to be up here. So selecting the joint, like this long joints, enables you to kind of move this like so. Make sure you're not selecting the spheres themselves, but selecting the joints. So once the joint turns green, you can actually move that properly where it should be. Let's just get this sitting in there properly. Then I'll add another one around here like so, and move this out. Okay, camera movement seems to be working slightly here. Since the knot of the shoelace is not going to be very visible, I won't bother myself more to kind of create that. So I'm going to add another knot around here, another sphere in here, then I push, and I'll use the move tool to just push this back in. And raise it up a bit higher like so. Yeah, the camera angle has started acting up again. This is to go in here. This I need to raise up a bit higher. Okay. Now that seems to have snapped off way too much. I would create another one in here. Select this and then just move this up. Yes, our camera angle is acting weird now. So probably even tuck this into the shoe. Create another one around here. just this is the most camera movement is the most annoying part of the entire process. This would have been a lot of fun if the camera angle was not moving all over the place. Let me do a quick save for this file. Right, so let's kind of simulate this as a real mesh. Let's see what that gives us. So I'm just going to go to adaptive skin. Let's do a preview for this. Okay, doesn't look too great. Let's adjust this. Dynamash value. So adjusting the Dynamash value kind of gives the better resolution, but we're still having some weird edges around here. So let's take this up a bit more. Okay, we're somewhat having something a bit cleaner now. Yeah, okay. Density, what does this do? So let's take down the density instead. So I'm noticing now that I need to kind of push this downwards a bit more, so that we don't have those weird interceptions in there. Bring this down a bit more, so I have something a bit cleaner now. Okay, that's fine. So let's carry on. So let's do the same for the other side. If we should take this up a bit higher like so and do a preview, we should be having something a bit cleaner now to work with. Right, so okay, now for the other side, so this should go all the way across like so. Alright, so let's do that now, and let's keep battling with this. Let's keep battling with this camera angle. So with the move to, so this should go underneath it. It should kind of be under. So let's just push this down a bit more like so. Okay. Then I'll kind of scale this up a bit more like this. And I'll create a new piece in here. Then undo. With the move brush, think I can, let me just push this in here. Select this piece, I'll raise this up like so. Let me scale this out a bit more. Then I'll add another joint around here. You can move this out. Let's turn on ghost on this. I can add another joint in here. Remove brush, I'll just raise this a bit higher like so. Okay. Then I can add another joint around somewhere like so. Remove brush. Remove rather. Not remove brush because it's not a brush. We remove gizmo now. I can kind of get something around here. Let me just put this around here like so. Then add another joint in here. Remove. Select this joint, move this down. At some point it might feel a bit confusing, but so long you know what you are doing, just to get them in place. So this one is to kind of go in a bit more like so. Alright, then let me come back to the front. Extend this out. This is supposed to go across. Just push this down. This should go across like so. Add another joint here. Just extend this out. Okay. I'll select this joint. Let me push this downwards a bit more. Extend this out. So I would like to make sure, because I know if I kind of do Dynamatch for this, I like to avoid interceptions as much as possible. Because if I Dynamatch that will just kind of plug themselves or combine itself to this piece or at the lower part. So let's just make sure I don't have interceptions. But okay, we should probably just kind of finish this up before worrying about interceptions. So we have 1, 2 remaining. So let's add 1 in here. We remove. This one ought to be sitting in here. So let's add 1 in here. No. No. Then move this down. Yes. Like so. Now it's kind of getting a bit harder to kind of select them properly, but that's fine. Let's just get them. Let's just get them out. Then I'll add one around here. I'll push this out. I wish that we can actually use the gizmo in here. Like make the gizmo more visible so we can so that it's better for us to have a direction to why we want to kind of push this. Because now you're just pushing this out in a more free hand fashion, which in this scenario is not actually the best for me because it's giving me a lot of issues. I have to kind of move this out from various angles. When if I had the gizmo, I can just move this on the x-axis or in the y-axis or in the z-axis freely, but there isn't so much there isn't so much control in here, which is making life slightly difficult for me. Raise this up a bit higher. Okay, so extend this out like so. Let's add one sphere in here. Then kind of move this like so. Then I'll add another sphere in here. Then that one should be falling back down in here like so. This is quite a lot of work, if not for the weird camera movements. Now I think that piece should be this piece. Now just push this down. Then go to the other angle and then try and make sure it's sitting properly, which is not right now. This piece in here, so let's just get this. Just get this in. Okay. And it should be raised up higher, so let's raise this high. Let's raise this high. Pretty much like so. Then let's add one in here. Then move it up. Let's find another angle for it. We're almost there. Almost. Think. Okay, across. Okay. Okay, extend this out. Then add one in here. Push this down. so much happening here now, so we just need to get this to look right. Think I would need we'll need one more in here, so let's add another one in here, then we'll move that into that hole. Okay, I'll need one in here, then this piece I'll just push this way. Almost there. So add one around here, then this I'll just push this down. So probably add one more in here. Okay, now let's just fix any weird interception we might be having. It might make it a bit difficult for us to work with when we create adaptive skin out of this. So I'm just raising this slightly higher. Okay, so let's try an adaptive skin in here. I think we need a bit more. You can see some weird interceptions in here, so we need to raise this higher. Okay, let's increase this a bit more. See some weird interceptions in here. I think I'll add one down here. No, I'll push this. I should push that down. Where is it? Okay, need to increase the size for this. Let's try this again. Let's see. Okay, interception in here. think I may have just need to get this to look right without any interception. So in case maybe we probably want to zero mesh this, we won't be having so much of an issue. What just happened? Okay. I think I need to push this downwards. This is going to take a lot of time. Let's try this classic. Let's see what that gives us. Nah, it's not really giving us a great result like I would want it to. Let me go to the highest for this. Trying to avoid these interceptions. I think of this video, I'm just going to try as much as possible to kind of make sure I'm not having too many weird interceptions for this. Then I'll come back when I'm done.